What follows is a message from Quinton V. Bowman, in which he shares via a letter to his younger self what he wishes he had known before entering corporate America. Lean forward, take notes, and learn from Quinton's look back at the amazing wisdom gleaned from his winning journey, Black to corporate America. Quinton V. Bowman is Chief Operating Officer for Wisebroad, Mattis, and Copley.
In no particular order, here's some advice to my younger self. Be well-rounded in your education and your selected experience. Make a point to do something outside your life experience, particularly when you are young. It will make you more well-rounded and help you understand those who are different from you. Take care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually. For me, this means taking the time to be physically active, to eat and drink responsibly, and to stay connected to my God in good times and bad. You can't be your best self unless you consistently are physically, mentally, and emotionally sharp. Life is a marathon, and you have to be trained for it. Here are some things you should do before you graduate. Take writing and English literature classes, because no matter your professional or personal interest, you'll have to write. And so much of getting your foot in any door is introducing yourself via a memo, letter, or email. And whether we like it or not, standard English is the language of business, education, and commerce. Also, become fluent in a foreign language. It will enlarge your worldview, and it will enhance your writing and speaking skills. And if you're not otherwise inclined, it may induce you to travel outside the United States. And ours is a global economy. Also, take public speaking classes. Public speaking, identified as one of the primary fears of adults, is required in almost every job, whether it's speaking before your peers, subordinates, and bosses, or whether you are making a case for action to a current or potential client or customer. And take business classes. No matter your profession, you almost certainly will have to understand how business works. It's imperative to know the language and process by which businesses are created, managed, and grown. This applies to the profit and nonprofit world. Let's continue. Do your best job in the job you have. Or, as one of my best bosses said, saw the wood in front of you. It's great to have a 5-year, 10-year, or even 20-year plan, but take care to do the job you have as best you can. Otherwise, you potentially rob yourself of the success you plan for years later. Respect everyone, from the person who cleans your office to your top leaders. First, do it because it's the right thing to do. And second, you never know how your positive or negative treatment becomes known in the workplace. Be a leader and a manager, even when your job description says otherwise. Be ready for mentoring and other help to come from someone very different from you. Some of the most important advice I got during my career has come from people whose background and experience were completely different from mine. They, however, for whatever reason, advised me, counseled me, and even chewed me out when needed. I learned to look to the substance of what they had to say to inform me of how I could be a better team member or leader. And sometimes your best advice may come from your subordinates. Be humble enough to listen to them. You will make mistakes. Learn from them. Books have been written on this subject. None of us is perfect. Some of our best leaders made mistakes early in their career, learned from them, corrected themselves, and became more effective. Play no games with company resources. Play no games, whether it is money, like travel and expense reimbursement, or something seemingly unimportant, like pens, pencils, or other company resources. Assume someone is watching, because someone is. Know your value. We who are brown or black often feel out of place in majority environments. You do belong. You've earned it. Claim it. Work hard. You are always good enough. You may need some edges rounded or some additional experience or education, formal or otherwise, but you are always good enough. Accept new challenges because they will come. You may be asked to take on a job or project that is outside your area of expertise. Sometimes that will happen because there is no one else who has the skill, or it may happen because the identified expert is lacking. And sometimes it may be a test of your smarts and adaptability. In most circumstances, accept the challenge and do your best. Why? Because that is where the need is, and you will grow. Be sensitive to corporate culture. Be authentic, but be aware of the culture in which you work. Real free expression is not for the workplace. It's for your personal time with your friends and families. Be conservative in conduct, dress, and language until you know that the culture truly accepts freer expression. And even then, lean to the conservative.
Please check out blacktocorporateamerica.com.